Okay, this is a ball workout. I've been wanting to do one of these for a little while, so it's going to be a very, very quick warm-up, really just going through the exercises. So just quick warm-up, we're sitting on the ball, knees 90 degrees, feet underneath your knees and hips, wider if you need to for balance, shoulders up, pulling up nice and tall, little circles with the nose. And circle the other way. And again, you can do one of the warm-ups pretty much from my other ones, even though they're standing and not on the ball, doesn't matter. If you really want a good warm-up, lovely. Let's take the head side to side. And then ear to shoulder, lovely. A little bit for the wrist, let's circle them round. And the other way. Because there's going to be some upper body work. Let's flick them up and down, flick up and down, lovely. Take them out to the side, circle back too. Gives a little bounce as well. Make sure your ball is nice and buoyant, not too soggy. If it's a bit deflated, soggy is not the right word, change direction, it just is a little bit easier really, but the more buoyant the ball is, the harder it is to balance on it because it's got more air in it, lovely. Just cross, open, lovely. Take the hands together and stretch, and stretch, and stretch. Take the arm up, bring them behind, stretch back, and then in front. A little bit of spine twist, spine bending to the side. To the side. Again, you can keep your hands on the ball if you prefer. You can add both hands if you want. And really just a quick bit of spine bend, spine rotation, sit up tall and twist. Tummy in and twist. And twist. It's just a half an hour session, so we want to really get some work going on, lovely. Release. Let's just stretch these wrists. So I'm gonna move my mat because just because I'm on a wooden floor anyway, it's easier with the ball. And we're gonna go straight in. So I've got I'm just going to turn sideways because the next move kind of lends itself to this position. So warming up the hips, so you can see I'm nice and pulled up tall, tuck your hips under and back. So you're curling your tailbone under, flicking it back behind you. You can lift those heels if you want and stretch back. So get a little bit of waking up these ankles, waking up the feet, waking up the hamstrings. Balls are noisy. Lovely. Okay, what I want to do is carry on going down and walk forward. So that will look like this. Tuck under, walk in a straight line. Keep my hips up. Head is on the ball. And then I just reverse. I can have my hands near the floor if I want. Or you can just have them here. And then I'm going to push the back into the ball, lift the head. And as if I'm curling up, push the back in, walking backwards, walking backwards, walking backwards. Lovely. Going to continue with that. Keep on going. Tuck under, roll down for 2, for 3. Head is on the ball, shoulders are on the ball. Lower back is not. Squeeze and lift. Better if you have more space, but just shows you can do it in these small spaces if you need to. We can add the arms on the chest, take away the balance. That's the bed squeaking against the ball. Just about enough space. Squeeze. Try and keep your feet hip width apart. And let's lift up. Pull the belly in. Really do a little tilt. It's not a nice noise. Breathe in. And again, roll down. Breathing out. Squeezing up. And reverse. Lovely, I'm going to add on again, arms out, roll down. You can have the arms up and stretch. This is like a roll back and then a curl up, lovely, and continue, roll back. You see my ball is getting a bit further back, so I might readjust. Next time, roll back and hold. Roll back and hold here, lovely. So what I want to do is keep these hips lifted. I'll take my arms to the side Imagine my right arm is out to the side. And I'm just going to reach very gently one way, come back, and then I'm going to reach the other way. Doesn't really matter if the arms are bent, to be honest. The idea is the body is moving side to side. I've got a squeeze here to stop rolling and falling off the ball. Keep lifted. So it's just a small one. Try not to let those knees move. Don't grip with the feet. So I'm nice and aligned. I'm nice and straight. Lovely. One more each side. Challenging the core a little bit. Hold here. And you can do whatever you want with your arms. Cross them on the chest. Let's let the bottom dip down. Squeeze up. So we're doing down and up. So kind of squats on the ball. Hip thrusts. Down and up. We don't have to go all the way to the floor. Let's do 8 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. 4 more. Really squeeze at the top. Really working those glutes. Lovely. 2 more. Last one. Good. So from here, a couple of options. You can either let your bottom sit down and just take your arms back so you're stretching on the ball. You're getting a nice stretch in that lower back and the upper back. I'm going to move forward slightly, so I'm going to roll back over the ball. That's it, so you can stay here. Not everyone likes their head back like this, so do support your neck if you want and just stretch the upper body. If you're comfortable with that. See, down my back is totally on the ball and my bum is as well. And you just reach back. Not everyone, again, likes to roll back over. But I'm fully supported, head, everything. And then I can take my arms over. You've really just got to see what your body feels like for this one. You can take it into a bridge. Nice stretch for the body. Again, these are all different levels. Please work with your own level. And then I'm slowly going to roll down. Head is supported. Let's get that head up first. And then we can push back up. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to do the 100, which is similar to what we've done, but not going so far down. Roll down, tuck in, stop. So my shoulder blades are just off and I'm going to pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and squeeze. 2, 3, 4. So I'm pumping the arms, pulling the tummy in. You breathe in for 5 short breaths, out for 5 short breaths. And in. And out. You can challenge. You could lift the heels. You can lift the balls of the feet. Can we lift one leg? And 1, 2, 3. And in. And out. And in. Try and crunch up. If you've got one leg, we can switch. One's always easier than the other. Squeeze in. And out. And in. Again, these legs are optional. You can just keep the feet on the floor. This is just giving lots of options. And release. Lovely stuff. Coming up. Let's have a little roll round. Nice hip circle. What time have we got? Lovely. So I'm going to do some upper body work and I'm going to take it down to the floor where I will use a mat. So on the, in fact I'll put the mat there now. So this is going to be some arms work. The ball does really help with your push-ups actually. You've got quite a few options, but this I want to get on the ball, lengthen my legs out straight, arms to the floor. So if this is why your balls need to be relevant to your height. So if you had a massive ball, I would end up kind of being bent over like that. So you want to almost be able to lie on a ball, and in this position you're relatively flat. Your shoulders are back. It's like you're pulling your hands apart, so you're trying to pull your mat apart to engage. So the further you come forward, the more you've got to work, the more you're challenging your core. If your tummy's on the ball and your legs are lifted, doing some push-ups, leading down, not going to be too challenging. If you start to take the body much further, So to the knees, you can see already it's a little bit wibbly wobbly. You can take it to your ankles and your feet. I don't really have enough room, so I'm going to stick to the knees with this one. So strong hands underneath the shoulders, fingers pointing forward. Tuck under a little bit, squeeze the tummy, and 1. And 2. Again, if it's too much, just roll back slightly, take your hands in. 3. And 4. Don't let your head drop. Don't lift your chin up. Straight down. 5. Squeeze your tummy. Squeeze your bottom. 6. 2 more. 7. And 8. Well done. Coming back. You can kind of do a little shoulder stretch. And relax. So this is only a 20-minute one. If you wanted to do more push-ups, you can always add a few more in. You can always rewind. Go back to the beginning. Okay, so this next one, similar, is working upper body and core, but the ball, I'll just show you, it's a frog. Froggy frog is what we call this one. So you need a lot of space because I've got to come all the way forwards. So I'm going to come forward, walking, and then I'm going to bring my knees in and then out. On the way out, we do not want to do this. Keep your hips tucked under, keep them lifted. So breathe in and out. Again, looking at the ball so you haven't got this stress in the neck. Let your head relax. And out. And in. So it's quite a tough one on those wrists. Out. Squeeze the bottom, squeeze the tummy. In. And out. Let's do 4 more, and then I'm going to slightly change it. Lovely. So try and bring your knees a little bit closer together and bring them to one elbow. So you're working your obliques and back. Take them to your other elbow. So it's a slight twist and back and twist. Again, if this is too much, keep those legs coming straight in, straight out. Twist and back. 4 more. Twist and back. Twist and back. Last 2. Twist. Back, last 1. Lovely. Gently roll yourself back. Sometimes, if you're just on a carpet, that will do. Using a mat, you can see it gets a bit rocked up when you're on the floor. Space is the key. I might do the next one without the mat. I want to do 1 more of those, and it's a pike. So this time the legs are straight. So if you haven't done this before, you know, this video is primarily for people who, they've done loads of my ball classes before. I know they're not online, but you generally know your limits. Not probably recommend to do it at home, especially with all of this equipment around me. You're so likely to fall and hurt yourself. So please only do this if you've done it before or have loads of space to do it in. So you can just stick with a frog, or we're going to come forwards. I think I'll probably need a bit more ball, a bit more space. That's the problem with these things. That's it. So I want to get, so at least my feet are on the ball, and then you pike up and down, and pike up and down. Straight legs and down. So you haven't really got much room. But if I bring the ball in a bit, that might be better. 1 more. And down, lovely. Bring in if you want. However you want to get off your ball, you will know your ways. Wonderful. I want to work the back. So this time, I'm going to have the ball on the mat. So, options. You can lean on the ball and have your feet on the floor, and you can do some nice gentle back extensions, or have your feet against something. So my feet are just against my bed, so it's like an anchor. My feet won't move. You can have your feet on the floor, but they tend to slide, so it's good to have something you can put your feet on. Lengthen the shoulders and the neck. Pull the belly in so you're not pushing your tummy into the ball. And we lift. And lower. And lift. Squeeze your bottom and lower. Keep that neck in line. Do not lift your chin. Lift. And lower. I've only got one foot resting on something. As long as you've got something to stop you rolling back, you'll be fine. I'm going to add on lift, reach, in, down, lift, reach, in, down, lift, reach, in, down, lift and hold. Just the reach. Pull back and reach, pull back and reach, pull back. Squeeze the tummy, squeeze the bum. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lovely stuff. Come back. You can do a little sort of down dog stretch. Stretch with the ball. Just rolling forwards and back. Wonderful. We are going to go onto our backs now. We're going to do some bridge work, a little bit more ab work. Do them over time, do them over time. Okay. So we want to get used to moving the ball with the feet. Hands relaxed, neck is long, and just moving that ball with the feet. Lovely. So I'm going to do 1 foot only. Leave one in the air. Right leg is going in and out. And then what I'm going to do is start to kick the leg with the ball. It should be a natural kind of momentum. So at one point they're always split and then one is bent. So it's like a knee kick, knee kick. Lovely. So we're starting to think about our lower abdominals now. You've got a little bit of neutral spine, length for the neck. Going to add the upper abs onto this. Straight forward with that knee. Lift and lower. Breathe out, lift and lower. Keep your elbows back. Don't pull on your head. Again, you can keep the head and shoulders down if you want. Lift, crunch the tummy, and lift. Lovely. 3 more here, and then hold the head and shoulders up. Hold here, just the legs. 1 and 2. So it's good to be coordination for your brain. Try and get those shoulder blades off. And 4, and 3. Get some flexibility in those legs as well. 1, well done. Change side. Head down, 1 leg off. In and out. And in. Whoop. Why is it not working so well on this side? Let me move up a bit. That's it. Just got to sort of find your rhythm. This other leg is going up and down. And up and down. Up. Again, you can stay here. I've got my foot flexed. It's just challenging the flexibility in this kicking leg. Again, have it not flexed. Have the leg a bit bent if you're finding that's difficult. Let's lift the upper body as the knee comes in. And crunch. And lower. And crunch. And lower. And crunch. Crunch. You can see I've got my foot flexing and pointing again. It's just adding another layer of stretching on. You can do whatever works if you can get your brain coordinated. There's quite a lot going on. Hold up, legs only. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Lift those shoulders, squeeze the tummy. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Relax. Wonderful. A little bit for the obliques. Again, nice and easy. Let's have the feet on the ball. And hands by the side, just gently, knees together, ankles together, over one way. Then centre, pressing the back into the floor, squeezing the tummy, then the other way. Then change. Then in, then change, lovely. So my bottom stays on the floor. I've got a 90-degree angle here. I don't have the room, but you could extend the legs and do the same. A little bit of a challenge, but I just don't have the space. Further away the ball is, the less control you've got, so you're trying to just sort of control it with your ankles. It's a nice one to do. You can always take the arms wider. Let's take it over and hold. Squeeze the knees, squeeze the ankles, squeeze the tummy. Let's change sides. Again, you can keep your knees as low to the floor as you want, as long as this shoulder stays where it is and you don't fall. Squeeze and breathe. Squeeze the tummy. Squeeze for 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lovely. Going to go into some bridge work to finish off. So again, we've got options with this. Let's start with the legs on the ball, quite a lot of calf on the ball. So you're kind of almost bent, not quite 90 degrees, but just relaxed. And neck and shoulders down, chin tucked in. I've got a bit of neutral, not so much because my legs are lifted, but we're not imprinted. There's no sort of tucking of the pelvis, just relax. All this is relaxed. Breathe in, breathe out. It's a bit like a Pilates bridge. Pull the tummy in, flatten the back into the floor. Now do a pelvic tilt, flatten the back, squeeze the bottom, lift and straighten your legs. And then we reverse that. So bend at the waist, let the ribs get to the floor, lower down, tilt in the air, then the bottom, and then you release the legs last thing. Good. So you should be able to see the tilt lifting up, 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 up. Squeeze, and we don't want to push, it's not an arch. So we squeeze with the bottom, ribs are down, and then lower, 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 and then release. You can really see the spine doing a pelvic tilt, lifting and lowering there. Lovely, keep going, keep your neck long, relax those shoulders, hands wider if you need it for balance. Wonderful. Next time we're going to lift up and hold. Again, these are quite advanced, I'm whizzing through it, so if you want to stick lower, come back to this later, you can. Lift up and hold, we're going to lift one leg up. See how that feels. Can we flex and point and flex and point and flex and point and flex and point. Just relax, lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. Can we switch legs and flex and point and flex and point and flex and point and flex. Relax the feet, lower and lift. Really working this leg that we're on. Lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. Relax the legs, tilt, roll down. I'm going to take the ball further away, do the same thing. If you've got iffy knees, this might hurt your knees, or just stick to where you were. Same thing, roll up. So it's more wobbly because you've got less of your foot on the ball. Let's lift that leg up, flex, lower, point, lift, flex, lower, point, lift, flex, lower. Can we lift one arm, flex, lower, and release. Place it down, other leg, lift up, flex, lower, point, lift, flex, lower, point, lift, flex, lower. Can we lift an arm? These are all added options, you don't have to. Won't do 2 arms today, this is too quick. Release, arms down, roll down, wonderful. This time, bring the ball really, really close, flex those feet right up close to your bottom, lift up, curl, lift, lift, and straighten, and in, and lower, and curl, and lift, and straighten, and in, and lower. One more time, curl, lift, straighten, and lower. One more time, curl, and lift, straighten, and lower. Hold it up, 4 straightens and bends. Hold up and straighten and bend and straighten and bend and straighten and bend. One more. Release. Well done. Relax your legs on the ball. Bring one in. Have a little stretch. Stretch that leg. Lovely. Let's switch sides. Other leg in, lengthen it up and bring it in. So nice little hamstring stretch. Just a gentle release. What time is it? Pretty much time for a stretch. Lovely, cross that ankle and use the ball to bring the leg in. You can make it a bit dynamic, so you could go out, come in, out, in, out, in, and then hold. Just supports the leg. That's all. Getting a stretch here. We will give the shoulders a stretch. We did quite a lot on the shoulders. Apart from that, everything else, we've stretched the hamstrings. We're stretching the hips now. Let's release, cross the other leg. And roll in, and out, and in, and out, and in, out, in, and hold. And release, bring the knees in, little roll around. Roll yourself up to sit in. Mind your ball is not in your way. And I'm just going to sit in a child pose just to give my shoulders a little stretch. So stretch them out. And then slightly roll over to one side. A little rotation. And then the other side. Little rotation, lovely. Now I'm just going to do a normal child pose, really open the legs, push right through again as much as you can. It's going to open your shoulders quite a lot. You've got to work with what you're comfortable with. Wonderful, let's release. Leaving the ball behind. Sitting comfortably, stretch those shoulders back. Stretch one side. Ooh, lovely. Keep your bottom on the floor. And change. So a nice quick workout there. It's the heart rate up. It's kind of Pilates based, but a little bit quick. But do one of my other Pilates warm-ups. Just the standing bits. First sort of 10 minutes. And then come down to the floor. Let's just give these wrists a little rest as well. Stretch. Head to the side. Done quite a lot of upper body stuff, so your neck can get tension. Let's change. Then with your hands, stretch your neck. And the reverse, just gently. And then keep rolling down. As much as you're comfortable with. And then let's take a breath to finish. And another. One more. Pull back. Give yourselves a clap. Thank you so much.